Okay, so I'm back with the differences that I've noticed with January Aquariuses and February Aquariuses. This is interesting. Off top, I would say this. I feel like January Aquariuses are more structured and fixed. Like, they will probably have to make a plan for everything. Like, they probably have a plan for the next 30 years of their life. What they want to happen when their children gets a certain age, who they want to marry, how they want to marry them. They probably have a lot of that put into place without question. And see, it may be harder for them to steer from that path than a February Aquarius. Like, a February Aquarius could have a plan too, but a lot of times the February Aquarius will scratch that plan and throw it away and drop a new plan if needs be. Like, if so be it. I feel like both of them have the ability to still move through unpredictable situations. Both of them, like, the January Aquarius may have their plan. They may want to stick to it. They may be very stubborn to break free from that. However, like, if push comes to shove, they will. Like, both of them have these associations with other people that they utilize to their advantage. And both of them are going to try their hardest to make sure that the people that they're dealing with, like their affiliations, they're going to help them out in a certain way to where it's going to also benefit themselves. Okay. I just feel like the January Aquarius is just more practical with their approach. The February Aquarius is going to be more likely to try new things and like invent new things, bring new things. I mean, in a risky way. Try things more in a risky way. Like, they both got a lot to lose, but the January Aquarius is not really wanting to lose things, not really willing to lose things like that. I feel like they could possibly feel that they worked hard, they went through some sort of life struggle that they arose past, or they have overcome, and now they're not going to just throw that all away. So they're going to get something out of the deal. Like, they're going to benefit in some way, shape, or form. The February Aquarius is more along the lines willing to take certain risk, even if they have to lose things in the process, because they feel like they believe in it, or they don't really want to live their life in vain. And they feel like life is unstable anyways. I feel like they both can be detached though. Like, in relationships and stuff like that, they both can be so freaking I don't think there's anything wrong with that, by the way. In today's world, it's not. People, they are so funny to me when they act like relationship is just lovey-dovey. I get so tired of hearing negative stuff about Aquariuses because people will be like, oh, well, they have no business in a relationship. As if you can't have a functioning relationship that's not dependent upon someone else's feelings every single time. Like, guys, this is real life here. As a matter of fact, I have an Aquarius friend that I know. Okay, I met her in class going through school. And she says to me, oh my gosh, I just can't stand dependent people. And I'm like, who? I'm like, well, it just happens to be somebody that, someone else. And it's like every little thing you're texting me, you're asking me about, like, basically you can't make a move without finding through me what the answer is. And I feel like both January and February Aquarius, they don't mind helping. But at the same time, they're just like, figure things out. Because they both attempt to figure things out. They try to figure their life out. They try to figure out what stuff means. Okay. And that is where they could require people to put on their big boys and girls shoes and figure out, go through life, experience. Heck, you don't know how to print use the printer to print, hit a few buttons. You know, if you don't know how to read, that print is right there. You don't know how to read the word print. Hit a few buttons until you print the document. That's what I'm saying. If my friend is watching, she's going to know what I'm talking about. But needless to say, you know, I feel like they are great friends. They could be great friends, and they both try to help people in what they want to happen. Like their dreams, their visions come true. Yeah, I'm telling you, I told my daughter this. I said, get you an Aquarius friend, girl. Get you an Aquarius friend. Because an Aquarius is going to try to help the people that they're associated with. I don't care if they benefit off of it or not. They are going to try to help the people that they're associated with. They're going to try to help your vision come to life. And they can a lot of times. This is the thing. See, the January ones are going to do it in a more practical way. They may say, hey, you know what? Go ahead and go to college. And then go off and do, like, you know, try this or that. Explore. Have your dream there. Work towards it. You know? But because of experiences that they had in their life, they're going to want to make sure that you're good. And the February one may be like, okay, you know what? School. It's neither here nor there. Like, there's people that become billionaires and never went to college or anything a day in their life. What do you believe in? Is what they'll ask you. You know? But I definitely feel like January Aquariuses are way more stubborn than February's. I believe that January Aquariuses are more practical with their information. Yeah, they're both going to try to go figure out things that they don't know. They're going to go try to figure it out. They're going to go learn. They take time to themselves. They are very independent. Women don't like to be controlled by a man. Okay? She likes a certain type of man that could kind of do for himself as well. Okay? And yeah, you could probably provide for her, but just because you're providing for her doesn't mean that you're going to control her. The February Aquariuses are more free with their time, and they're going to be more about their friends and associations. The January ones is kind of build something with people that they feel like it's pretty practical. It makes sense, and they can help each other along the way, you know. But the February one is going to be more of the social one, meeting different people, taking different risks. They may not really like jobs all that much. I think that Aquarius and January and February Aquarius don't really like normal jobs unless they just really have to. And if they do have a job, they like doing what it is like their dream. Okay. Or helping others with their dream. Okay. And if they don't want to do it anymore, they don't want to do it anymore. But they need time to think and prepare and brainstorm. The February ones are going to be more risk taking. They're going to be more about flings and, you know, friends with benefits. I'm not saying they are like this, but I'm saying they could. And they're going to be more about friendships within their relationships, and it doesn't necessarily have to be anything. It doesn't have to be based on all practicality. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna just allow you to kind of do you, unless it's something that's interfering with them in a negative way. Okay, I feel like they both have this advantage of being accepting of others. They both have this quirky way about themselves that people could consider the norm. But February Aquarius is going to have that more. January Aquarius is going to possibly hold theirs in and not try to prove that they're normal. But it's just like, okay, well, it's not necessary for people to know this about me. Either one of them really likes to teach other people all that much. Like, they'll prefer to be the operators in the background. You know, and they don't really want to necessarily their thing is this. They don't operate to say, hey, you know what, I'm coming to teach you this or that. Like, I'm speaking about this or that. They're more along the lines like they're just going to show up how they are. And it's your job to figure it out. Like I told you. They don't really want to be doing a lot of explaining. The February Aquarius is probably going to be more upfront about who they are, what they represent. There could be behind the scenes, but at the same time, they could bring it to the forefront through creativity, through coming up with something that is going to help other people, through expression, more than the January ones. And it's not that I feel like they both can do it, but the January ones may be like, okay, it's not really that practical. And is it me, or is some of the January ones, it go through a lot of hardships too? January and February Aquariuses can, but I don't know, January Aquariuses can have it hard sometimes. This is why they can tend to be more on the practical side, because they could know what it's like to be in a home that is just not normal, or it's unpredictable, or going from place to place. Like, some of them can know what that really feels like. You know, all in all, they could go off on you, especially the January one. Feel like they got more to lose. They could literally go off on you. Okay. And the thing about it is, it could get violent if you wanted to so take it there. You know, they can flip and they can go off on you. It's because they don't really got time. Like, they don't like manipulation, and they don't like emotional manipulation and things of that nature. It doesn't register to them. So they feel, hey, why are you playing games? Some of the most serious signs are air signs, believe it or not. Yeah. I have seen this. I want to mention this because I think that some Aquariuses, they can suffer from certain mental conditions, and it's not a diagnosis or anything. I'm saying it in more along the line of some of them, they come across so much mental energy. Y'all know I said this before about air signs, period. You know, especially Aquarius, you think about the hangman. So much mental energy that goes on there. A lot of times they need space. A lot of times they check out. And that's why they need to affiliate with people that understands that. Once I get it together, I'll be back around. I'm here, you know, but emotionally, you can't really deal. It's hard to kind of deal with the emotional and the mental at the same time, because usually in life, we got aspects to where the emotional is more dominant, but then it requires no logic, no forms of thinking at all, you know. But when you're dealing with an Aquarius, it's impossible for an Aquarius to understand why somebody won't think. Like, what are you talking about? This is simple. But try telling that to someone that's operates more emotionally. It's hard to get that across. Okay, so, and they like their independence, but it's not, they'll show up though. It's not about them not showing up. It's just they're not gonna be all lovey-dovey and stuff. Okay, because for them, they don't connect to people like that. They like people to get to know their true, authentic self. And, let me get back to mental aspects. Some of them can go through phases where they black out, because it's a lot of mental energy and mental stimulation. And if some of them are not ready, it can be hard for them to handle certain information, and certain harsh experiences in life can affect them mentally more than it will other signs. Okay. But other than that, they're intelligent, although they may not show it though. Okay. I feel like both of them are intelligent, although they may not show it right off the bat. And I feel like both of them make good friends, and they make your dreams come true. They can either be your worst nightmare or make your dreams come true. Don't cross them. The only way you're going to cross an Aquarius, and I'm telling you, don't cross the January ones. is if you thought about your moves before you make them. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Because I don't want to give out all of the secrets. You know, I expose the Scorpios. All right, so I will be back, guys, and this was my video on the differences between January Aquariuses and February Aquariuses. Okay, see, I probably irritated an Aquarius right there because they don't like when you act up.